Hello, hello. Welcome to today's stream. You do lots of fish, spooky. Now that we're over here, I can edit the shop goal. I'm currently paralyzed, so I'm not able to fix my camera just yet. When Finn leaves, we'll fix the camera. Welcome to today's stream. If you're new here, my name is Monkey, and I am joined by my two co-hosts, Finn and Yeti. Finn was literally holding one of my arms down. How are you doing today, Spooky? You doing okay? Finn and the Yeti. On the same screen at the same time. With a magical window glare coming in through. Stop that. I was watching One Piece earlier for the first time. How are you enjoying it? I cannot get into it. I feel like watching One Piece is like getting into a 5K run. So I can't bring myself to start the journey. Neat show. I've heard you either love it or you hate it. It's one of those. I'm really good at binging shows that are long, so it's no problem for me. I am the exact opposite. I'm really bad at binging shows if they're very long because my brain says whatever problem was presented as this is what the main story is about, it should be solved within 3 seasons. If it's not solved within 3 seasons, they're usually putting in filler that I don't enjoy. And trying to milk money out of me. And so I'm just like, no. There are very few TV shows that have a lot of seasons that I can like watch beyond season 3. Bones, Criminal Minds, and CSI are like the few. And you'll notice a very specific pattern with those. Did you want to cuddle? Were you getting jealous of your brother? But shows like Naruto or Bleach, even when they were at their peak popularity, I had a hard time. Even when I really enjoyed watching them, I had a hard time watching them. And it was not just for the characters themselves. It was because of how long they were making the show. I was about to say Bones is my favorite show, and it's 12 seasons. Yeah. I did have to take a break from Bones at one point. When she left everybody. I had to take a break. I was like, and the time skip with the baby when she was on the run, basically. I had to take a break for a little bit. Naruto is hard for me. There's a lot of filler in that one. There is so much filler in that one. So I could forgive Bleach a little bit because their filler was like a whole season, right? They like did a separate arc and then they brought you back. Naruto had filler within the main episodes with their recaps of their recaps. And that was what got me with Naruto. I was like, ugh. That and Naruto himself I find annoying. His catchphrase is the worst. Man, you're sticking around for so long. I do have an announcement to make today. This will be for sub goal for next month. I went and did the math and I picked out some things to do a refresh of the stream, we'll say. Since we've kind of decided that people are going to be biscuits and we're kind of going bakery themed with the Discord and stuff, I have found... Hello, Suvaha! Coming in hot with a chimkin time. I have found... making a biscuit. Yay! Make a biscuit, make a biscuit. I have found... not necessarily an artist, but there's a lot of stuff on Etsy that you can find in terms of streaming assets. And I have found several assets that will help us be more cat cafe / bakery themed. So we will be changing the sub goal in March to match what we're kind of building the community towards. Fian, I have to get up for chimkin time. And I don't know if y'all are unfamiliar with how... This might be too much information, but I don't know if y'all are familiar with how Twitch pays out. But when y'all give us subs, the money doesn't immediately go to us. It has to meet a minimum number before they will send us any money. So most of the time why I have my sub goal where I have it, it's because that's the number. That's like the magic number for them to actually pay me. I don't know if that'll change if we ever go the next tier up, but for where we're at right now, that's how Twitch is set up. So the sub goal will stay at 20, and I'm going to keep the 9 that y'all have already put towards the new cameras, and we're just going to swap out new cameras for doing the stream refresh. And the stream refresh is not only going to have the new... That didn't... No, nah, you're supposed to save that for next month, Sufa. Well, now that Finn has moved, I'm gonna move the camera so that y'all can't see my screen so I can keep watch on y'all on Twitch. And then that. Okay, let me Finn has left me. We're gonna do Chimkin time. Thank you for the gifted sub, Suvaha. I do appreciate it. The boys appreciate it. Finn's gonna be like, I got on the floor, and now you're gonna make me get back on the desk. And I'm gonna be like, yes. We'll see what flavor he wants. Do you want a tuna or a chimkin flavor? Finn, it's chimkin time. Come over here. Which flavor do you want? Chicken? Okay. He booty bumped. Oh look, Henry got one of the subs. He did get one of the subs. I gotta put it in the bowl first. You're jumping the gun. Wait. Sniffing my hand does not mean it's covered in chicken. Give bread, yes. He's like, give me the chicken. Oh, what a good boy. Will you share with your brother? Because Yeti is now looking at this. Okay, come over here. Finn, come here. Come here. Come here. Come on, scooch. You gotta eat on stream. You can't just... There you go. Do you want some Yeti? Do you want some Yeti? I won't let you be left out. So delicate. All done, Finn. Good boy. I don't know if y'all have been able to tell, but Yeti has the smallest of licks. It's so teeny tiny. Does he ever get so excited that he gums your finger? No. Surprisingly. I don't think either one of them has ever gummed me. Finn, if he gets... he'll give you a warning sometimes when he's started to get... Because I know he has next to no teeth. That is correct. He has 3 whole teeth. But Finn is not that far behind him. But Finn, when he gets overstimulated, or when he's had enough pets, he will give us soft bites. Okay, that's clean. Let me put this back, and then I'll catch up on chat. And update the sub goal. Got a oh wow emote. Where are those hearts coming from though? Okay. Thank you for the hype train. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Let me add. From the eye holes, I think, but there's glasses on their face. And they look like they have their hands up as well. Or their paws? I'm not really sure what's going on there. Okay. Let me 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's right, I have to do simple math with my fingers. My little fingies. I didn't make the emote, I just inherited it. Why does that emote look like it's sneezing? It's sneezing hearts. You know, Rock Lee from Naruto? That's right, Spooky. They're sneezing hearts. This is just the bear version of Rock Lee. And they sneeze hearts at people. Instead of blowing kisses. So that means the hearts are coming from the nose holes instead. Yes. Spooky and I are on the same wavelength right now. So where was I? Okay. So we're gonna have a cat cafe theme for the stream, and then we're also going to get a PNG tuber. I have a really cute one picked out. And then I can have the camera dedicated to the boys instead of me and the boys. Also, there will probably be more PJ streams, if we're being honest, if I start actually using a PNG tuber. And then I also have, it is not a 2D, or yes, it is a 2D. It is a 2D avatar. But it won't use live 2D. Wait, you're going PNG tuber? I am. I won't get to go exactly the way I want, but I like human streams. Well, it'll be a cat stream though. Cause the camera will be focused on the cat bed. Who knows? Maybe I'll have both. It's always been for the cats. It has. I did used to have the camera though hitting my face. Or maybe I'll leave the camera as it is and we'll just have a weird cat avatar on it. Switch it up once in a while at least. I will. I don't plan on fully going because I interact with the cats anyways. Leave the cam as is. I could leave the cam as is. But I do still want to get a camera for the cat tree. so that y'all can actually see them when they're in their tree. Snoozing. So I want y'all to be able to control which camera is active. I don't know how that's technically going to work, because I also only have one computer. Though I do have a laptop. Maybe I'll set up things. It makes the cat interactions feel more real, if that makes more sense. That's fair. That is fair. I might save the because it's not very expensive, the model that I'm looking at, the PNG model. It's not very expensive at all. I may save that for the days when I'm like under the weather. But also I'll be able to throw that over at Zai, and we'll see, or like bad hair days. You can't see my hair anyways. It's too dark. Now bad face days. Those will be the days. Because y'all can't tell, but I do have breakouts, so. Yeah, my curtains eat my hair. And under headphones, yeah, I have it almost always under. When I had it, y'all could see it better when it was longer, because it would lighten. Because my hair is weird. I think Suvaha has mentioned that his hair in the sun actually has different colored strands, even though technically my hair starts black and then it lightens as it grows to a brown. Strangely, I don't have natural highlights. Yes. And it's weird. Because I can't even say it's because I go out into the sun a lot, because I try to avoid the sun. Mostly because I live in places that are cold. I avoid life. No, you don't. You were looking well, as far as I know, you're still looking for a job. That means you are trying to actively participate in life. Heated blankie for the win. Oh my god, yes. This heated blanket is a lifesaver. I am. It's annoying though. Well, yeah. Every time I have to go to the grocery store, I'm like, am I gonna get sick when I get back? Are there gonna be cashiers that tell me their life story? Is someone gonna stop me and ask me a bunch of questions? My mother was a beautician. She told me even if your hair is black, like mine, the base color of all hair is actually red, which is why red highlights show up in sunshine. Yeah. That's actually really, really neat. My hair, when the ends lighten, it does turn more red. Yeah, stop getting sick all the time. That would mean that I need to have a better immune system. And apparently, since I've come up here, that has been shot. I would like that. So, we're going to get a new stream. You rust like black cats do. I do. Funny enough, the avatar that I'm getting is going to be a black cat. Oreo Rust too. Does he? Does his white fur change any colors? Don't the cats strengthen the immune system with their healing powers? Well, here's the problem. They used to cuddle with me all the time. Then we got this heated bed, and now they only like the heated bed. And then I want to get y'all a new game to interact with. Technically I want to replace 𝕠𝕠𝕦𝕥𝕠𝕠𝕠. Nah, the white stays white, but his black fur gets reddish brown, like a dark auburn. So he almost turns tricolored. That sounds cute, to be honest. Yeti technically has his hair changes color, based off of heat. So I believe the color points for him are based off of how hot that part of his body is. So he changes color too. So with a new game, the stream assets, and which is a pack, and then the PNG model that will be close to a full payment from Twitch. So, as I said, the sub goal is going to stay at 20 because that will trigger them actually sending me a check. And I will change next week. I will change the sub goal from the cameras to refurbishing the stream. That will be the plan for next week. Other than that, I think we're still going to be playing 𝕠𝕠𝕦𝕥𝕠𝕠 for a little bit. I don't know what games Zai and I are going to be. You talk as if you're trying to make this a job. Are you? No. Then I'll have the crushing anxiety of I have responsibilities. But I don't like, but you a hustler? I am not a hustler. No. I am the laziest. How long did I put off getting StreamerBot? 4 months? I appreciate your optimism in my work ethics, but I can guarantee she's a slow hustler. I hear that turtles win races. So, if this was a race, I wouldn't be running, that's for sure. I just also, like, I get anxious when y'all throw money at me anyways. And so I want to be honest and upfront about how the money gets to me and how I can try and spend it. You and Zai done with PoE? She's been playing it so much and leaving me in the dust that I kind of was like, you've played it enough for me on your own streams. So I'm kind of done with it. Because, like, we got to the grindy bit, and the grindy bit just doesn't really do it for me. And as far as I can tell, all of the cosmetics that we want are Yeah, Mirage. I did see that. You keep trying to get me into this. Into PoE1. And I saw that there are cosmetics that get carried over, and that might be what actually draws me into PoE1, is getting the cosmetics to cross between PoE1 and PoE2. I think I need to get over my snobbiness towards the graphics. What is Mirage even supposed to be about? I think Abby was talking about, like, there's going to be classes that are not. Yeah, they said that all will carry over at some point. Yeah, somebody made a spreadsheet of what's already working and what's not. And I know there's more cosmetics in PoE1 that would be based off completing challenges as opposed to just throwing money at the game. We don't know what the new mechanic will be yet for Mirage. Okay. But it's a big update. Is the story the same as PoE2? Because I've noticed you mentioned some of the characters are the same. It takes place 30 years before. Oh, okay. My soul kind of yearns. You might be slightly talking me into it. Where's a store? Path of Exile. No? There's no... I thought Path of Exile was on Steam. Some characters like Sin are in it. The game just might be a little harder since there's so much more content to learn, but that's the fun. I must have something blocking my search. Well, obviously the answer is to go to Path of Exile 1 or 2 store page. Why are they not showing... Why are you being like this? Oh, so it's not popping up. It says 11? Why does it say 11? I'm trying to think back. Oh, isn't that because it doesn't count Prime subs? Trying to get Monkey on PoE 1. Yup. Path of Exile 1. Steam. I don't want charts. Why did you say, why did you autocorrect that? Oh, it's free to play. Why didn't I know it was free to play? Now I can't even say it's the price that was holding me out. Also, hello, Avi. You did kind of miss the announcement. You know what I'm really excited for, though? The next update for Grim Dawn. Yes, it's free. PoE 2 is going to be free as well when it's done. I've already thrown too much money at Path of Exile 2. I've gotten several of the supporter packs and stuff. Can I sign in? Sign me in. Oh no. Why has my account been signed out? I don't remember my password, mother. They're making new updates for Grim Dawn. She forgot her password, guys. It's over. Shh. Shh. Oh, look. I've never signed in through the interwebs, so we're just gonna have to pretend that. Why did this sign out? That's irritating. We're gonna just pretend that I will find a way at a later point in time when you nudge me and remind me again that PoE 1 exists. I don't know why it's not showing under the store page stuff. But yes, they are making a new update for Grim Dawn. It has to do with it's like Ashes of Ashkaran or something. It's the snowy region. Grim Dawn was my first I played Grim Dawn instead of I Love Snow. In real life or just in video games? First ARPG? Yes, it was my first ARPG. Pet a Yeti! Oh, we're gonna pet a Yeti. Oh, yes. Means I don't have to go outside? That's not true. I will change the sub goal to match 𝕚𝕚𝕦𝕥𝕔 Twitch, but I think it's because it doesn't count the Prime. Subs, because Twitch is a problem. As much fair. I saw a ground squirrel yesterday, and it was 19 degrees outside with 5 inches of snow still on the ground, and I said, buddy, go back to sleep. It's too soon. As y'all can see, I was doing some collecting before we popped back in, before I had to start streaming again. So, we have 3 dudes left. Three evildoers. We did the hogs, which was a play on the 3 Little Pigs. 3 dudes, huh? I don't know. I don't know if they're dudes. Because there's a stag, a hawk, and a wolf. The wolf is in the village, so let's go back to the village. See what they're about. Do a sippy yeti? Is that what you're doing? Where is... Oh, you're new. Won't let me in, I'll show them. Oh, it's the huntsman. What class would you go for? PoE 1? First off, probably witch. I am a big fan of magic classes. I want to do things that are not possible. Solid choice. That, and generally I go for minion builds. In case you didn't know. Oh, one moment. I do need to... I'll still be talking, but I won't be able to see chat for a moment. Because I need to go upstairs real quick. Oh, you don't want to be in your Christmas tree? You want to be in this tree instead upstairs? I might be doing a thing, but as long as we don't... we don't say it out loud. Though that sounds like it didn't go through. How rude. Finn has decided to be upstairs. Wreck is actually the reason why I like minion builds, so... Excuse me. Is the fish redeem broken again? 3 minutes. It looks like it's broken again. Rude. When I figure out how to get PoE 1 to show up on my Steam, maybe it's in my wish list. We'll look at starting it next week. Is it maybe in my wish list? No, it's not. I have 390 items in my wish list. It is not one of them. You know what else starts next week, though? The Steam Next Fest. So that's kind of a problem. That means next week I'll need to do demos and see about... There's not enough time next week. PoE 1. Maybe I'll get Zai to also do PoE 1. Do PoE 1 with me. Oh. 𝕤𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚. Too young to go into the tavern. Hello there, child. What are you so perplexed about? Too young to go into a tavern, not too young to have a gun. Child? I'm no child. I'm a fierce, full-muscled man. Look at his scrawny arms. I have bigger arms than him. Flex. He puffs out his tiny chest proudly. Oh, that must explain the little patches of fuzz on your chin there. His cheeks flush red in embarrassment as he tries to reassert his dominant facade. So I'm gonna guess this is gonna be a take on Little Red Riding Hood. If we have a huntsman. It's either Little... No. Yeah, it would be Little Red Riding Hood because we're going after the wolf. Hey, it's rude to stare. Anyway, I just shaved. I knew I should have let my beard grow out more. That crotchety old barkeep says I look too young to go into the tavern. What business do you have in a dank place like that? A lad like you shouldn't be wasting his allowance on ale. Allowance? I'm not wasting I don't get an allowance. I'm a brave hunter, or at least I will be as soon as I catch my first quarry. And what exactly are you hunting? Only the biggest, baddest beast of them all. The wolf. Do you know how many houses he's blown down? Not to mention all the missing maidens. Missing maidens, you say? Everyone knows that treacherous dog has a sweet tooth for pretty damsels. He lures them into the dark woods so he can gobble them up. The town guard's too scared to help, so it's up to me to put a stop to his terror, and he's inside that tavern. Right now! A shame there's no minors allowed. Let me have a look at this feral fellow and see if he's as bad as you claim. Well, I guess I'll just post up here until he comes out. Then I'll give him a taste of my blunderbuss. Okay, that is tracked. I suddenly need a snack. Fed the boys. Forgot to feed myself. I got some pretzels I can crunch on. Of the sourdough variety. These are a little dry. I know they're pretzels, but they could use a dip. Okay. So we're gonna talk to a supposed big bad wolf that only likes pretty damsels. I'm a guess he's not gonna like us very much because we're not pretty nor a damsel. I mean, pretty sure we're not a damsel. I call her Granny, but well, I mean, maybe we're his type. He is really big and bad. Her eyes are a silent entreaty for help. Look at his tiny feet. Dude doesn't do a leg day. No leg day for this guy. You find the wolf looming over a frightened-looking barmaid. Come on, Red. Why don't you join me for a midnight snack? I already told you. I can't. I've got work to do. I'm sure your boss won't mind one bite. I mean bit. Don't make me beg now. Please, I really have to get back to work. Ah, but you're just so delectable. A real feast for the eyes. You accidentally tread on the wolf's tail. Oh, excuse me, sir. He jumps up with a yelp and spins to face you angrily. Yow! Watch where you're stepping, you old hag. Terribly sorry. I couldn't tell you apart from the dirty rug on the floor. He bares his fangs at you menacingly. What did you just say to me? While the wolf is distracted, the young maiden slips away and disappears into the gloom of the tavern. Rah! Now look what you've done. Where'd she go? He shoves his way past you to go prowling around the bar. Humph. The huntsman's tale rings true. I better find where that barmaid got to before she becomes dinner. Bruh. You see the maid's red hood poking out from behind a wooden barrel. Oh, it's just you. Thanks for helping me out back there. It was getting a little cramped. It's hard enough serving meat all day, but to have to deal with that slavering wolf too? He does seem like the relentless type. Are you alright? Just a bit rattled. I was ready to smash a tray over his snout if he got any closer, but I'm sure that would have landed me in hot water with the boss. The wolf's turning over every table and bar stool trying to sniff you out. Great, I guess I'll just hide back here and, reorganize the storeroom or something. I admire your sense of self-preservation, but maybe there's a more permanent solution to this problem. I know a young huntsman looking to prove himself. Perhaps we can lure the wolf outside and deal with him there. Sure, but how? You can count me out as bait, because I'm done being dog food. I doubt that mutt can see very well in this dingy place. I might be able to fashion a convincing enough likeness to trick him. You eye a nearby coat rack. That ought to make a good starting place. Well, whatever you're gonna do it fast. I'm losing out on tips. Ah, the life of a waitress. This old coat rack ought to serve as a solid frame. You won't need much to fool the wolf, but the enchantment will take a special touch. Key to my heart, sewing kit, and a protective talisman. Okay. One of these. We need to go burn another dryad. And why do y'all want so much stuff? Oh, we have no water. Alright. We are about to have an ad, by the way. Make one of these. Make one of these. To make one of these. And we'll have to go to the docks. Throw this at a fish person. Oh dear, we need a dog hair. Where is... what's this? Moo juice. Okay, we need moo juice and hair from a dog. Thank you for your head. Twas nice knowing you. Okay. Moo juice. Moo juice. You are. Okay. Now I need dog hair and a dryad, so we need to go back to the forest. Are y'all having a good day otherwise? Y'all were so chatty. So mad. Alright. Look at that. Quick little thing. I have a feeling he's not going to be able to actually do anything to the wolf. I'm just a bit sus. If this is to survive an attempt on the wolf, it will need all the magical assistance it can get. You take stock of the bits and bobs needed for sewing together a convincing physique. There should be enough spare rags in the storeroom for ample stuffing. You tap the key and hear a lovely tone. This will power the puppet's heart and give it a romantic allure. You place the last stitch against the mannequin's doll-like smile. Its plump head hangs against the coat rack, no livelier than a reed in the wind. Are you sure this will work? I know the wolf doesn't have the keenest eyes, but he's no fool either. You grin underneath your cauldron and extend a gnarled finger toward the red hood hanging on the coat rack. It will work just fine, my dear. A hound relies on his sense of smell more than anything else. This spare cloak of yours will complete the illusion. You throw a hood over the puppet's form and utter a dark curse beneath your breath. A great tremor passes through the building, shaking its foundation and making the lights flicker. An eerie light fills the room, illuminating the puppet's body. Its head cocks ever so slightly to hold you in an unsettling gaze. It's alive! I like how we finished it. I had better deploy this puppet out of the wolf's sight. This back room should do fine. And then I'll simply walk it over to that salivating carnivore and strike up a conversation. You guide the puppet on its invisible strings and bump it into the wolf. Well, 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 look who's come back. I knew you couldn't hide from me forever. You contort the puppet in a flirtatious twist and blow a kiss from the doll's stitched lips. What do you say you and me get out of this stinking tavern, eh? I'll take you up to my place. Let you simmer in the, moonlight. You do your best to make the puppet flutter its eyelashes seductively, but the lids get stuck halfway. Thankfully, the wolf is paying too much attention to his hunger to notice. Don't be shy now. I'll show you the night of your life. It'll be a real treat, I promise. The wolf caresses the doll's burlap cheek with a clawed finger, grinning from ear to ear. The puppet returns his affection with a vacant, button-eyed stare. I've just got to get a few things prepared. Meet me at my cabin in the dark wood, just north of the swamp. It's a very dangerous road, so don't think about running off. But don't worry, I'll be watching you every step of the way. You know, to make sure you're safe. He licks his chops enthusiastically, lashing his bushy tail back and forth. The wolf struts out of the tavern, as if he had won 1,000 gold coins. Well, at least he didn't carry the puppet off. You pilot the doll back to the storeroom, and it collapses into a bundle at your feet. ready for its next assignment. You did it! That wolf is finally out of my hair. Thank you so much. Maybe now I can finally get some work done around here. But I didn't hear a gunshot from our brave huntsman. I best go see if his ambush went awry. I'm gonna guess he didn't fire the shot. I don't, because he was hiding. Take care, my dear. Don't let the dogs keep you down. He is but a boy. The young hunter is practically shaking in his boots when you find him outside the tavern. I couldn't do it. I brought that wolf right to you, and you chickened out? What kind of hunter are you? Did you see him? He's huge and hairy. He gave one look at my little blunderbuss and howled with laughter. How am I ever supposed to scratch that monster with this puny pop gun? Sounds like you need some better ammo. As I recall, wolves have a particular distaste for silver. By Abram's beard. I almost said bread. By Abram's bread! You're right. What I need is a silver bullet. Alright. Oh, look at that. We unlocked some more recipes. Where do I get this from? Oh, I can craft it. It can be a craft. What's this? A red feather. Oh, I gotta catch some birds. So, and I gotta catch some silver foxes. Alright then. Looks like we've got trouble a-brewing. Gonna need this. I think I have to pickpocket to get. Alright, to the mountains we go. There it is. Okay. And then let's see if this gets us a bird. It wasn't supposed to get you. There we go. I need a second bird. No. There you go. Okay. Well, bam! A silver bullet. Reckon I tried a new recipe today. Well, yesterday. That'll keep us fed all freaking week. There's so much. It's 4 pounds of beef. This is perfect. That wolf won't know what hit him. I'll meet you at the dark wood and we'll put an end to his terror once and for all. With bullet and blunderbuss in hand, the huntsman jogs off down the road towards the swamp. I sure hope he finds his bravery along the way, or it won't matter what sort of slugs he's slinging. So he found some workout recipes that he wants to try and have. But this recipe made a full crock pot. Like a big crock pot. Because it was 4 pounds of beef. And now I'm like, we're gonna be eating this for ages. Oh, is he gone? Is this where the troll is? Well, this place doesn't have a teleport. Well, he's definitely very brave. You find yourself looking down the gaping mouth of a gun muzzle. Who's there? Show yourself! Don't you point that thing at me. Oh, yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. It's just so darn dark here. I can hardly see my own shadow. Why do you think they call it the dark wood? Keep your head on your shoulders, lad. We've got a big bad wolf to bring down. Right. Haha. I'm totally not afraid of a vicious, 7-foot-tall killer who makes his home in a forest as black as night. You need to concentrate on the task at hand. We only have 1 silver bullet. And if the wolf catches even the smallest whiff of our plan, it's curtains for us. Haha, no pressure. So what exactly is the plan? The wolf is waiting in his cabin. I'll sneak up and lure him to you with my puppet. Just as I did before at the tavern. Meanwhile, you'll find a good hiding spot and ready your gun. And this time I won't wimp out. I've got the silver bullet. So, do you know which way to the wolf's cabin? I can't really make out a path or anything. Let me worry about that. You just get yourself ready. And remember, don't miss. So we're gonna need this, probably. An owl? Unknown weakness. Crows. You squeeze through the gaps in the trees and duck under claw-like branches, but you've somehow managed to end up right where you started. Ah, I'll never make head or tail of these pathways. Maybe I should ask someone with the bird's eye view. A keen-eyed owl inspects you from its roost. Hoo! Hoo-hoo! Well, hoo-hoo to you too. I wonder what it is you're trying to say. Did that give me a new... Avian lexicon. Ah, I need more cardinals. Oh no, I need a 𝕤𝕚𝕤𝕐𝕐. And a pigeon beak. Alright. We'll craft one more of those, hopefully. To get a 𝕤𝕚𝕤𝕐𝕐, we need to go beat up some ghosts. Not those guys. Spirit salts. Got a few of those. Can you get mad at me? Really? Well, there's one head. Ah, there it is. Thanks. 2 heads. And I gotta do some digging. What you doing, Yeti? I can hear you making funny noises. Give me a bone. Okay, we got 2 of those, which means we should be able to get the 𝕚𝕚𝕐 we need. And then we need to hunt a pigeon down, which I think we just need the traps for. To the village. Good job. No. And then the 𝕚𝕚𝕐, which means I need one of these, and we gotta go over here. Where are he at? There he is. Almost didn't make the timer for that. You. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. The mountain. Yeah? That's fun. Okay. Craft this. Craft this. Go back to the swamp. He left me. He left me for his tent. You wave your linguistic scroll at the owl, magical quill at the ready. Well, speak up. Hoo, 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 hoo. The quill scribbles across the parchment of its own accord, translating the owl's hoots into something more understandable. Walk warily, naive neighbor. Exploration seldom escapes notice. What the does that even mean? I thought owls were supposed to be wise. They are wise. Walk warily, naive neighbor. Exploration seldom escapes notice. Ah! Okay. West. West. North. North. East. South. East. North. That must be the wolf's cabin up ahead. He's expecting Little Red to come knocking, so I'll need to use the puppet to lure him into the huntsman's ambush. Little puppet! Wiggle, 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 wiggle. You puppet the red hooded doll to the door of the wolf's rickety cabin. An evil light glows from within, casting eerie shadows on the ground. You lift the puppet's head to peep through the window, spotting chewed bones and torn rags littering the floor, but no sign of the wolf. Suddenly, yellow eyes stab out of the shadows. There you are, my delectable little pork chop. I was beginning to think you had forgotten about me. Through the strings of the puppet, a chill runs down your spine as your animal instincts can't help but scream one thing. Run. The wolf pauses to snuff out a glimmering wisp. You'll need to use these wisps to your advantage if you hope to outrun the... Okay. Uh-oh. Before he can snatch up the doll in his teeth, you yank its invisible strings, pulling the puppet out of his grasp and back to your hiding spot. Drat, I'll need to start over again. He's fast, but the wisp light might be enough to distract him. Okay. Interesting. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Just keep running, just keep running, 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 running. Oh my god, we're running. Oh yeah, we run. We run so much. We run so much, guys. Oh, our little teeter-totter. Go, 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 go. Buddy! At your command, the puppet comes to a halt at the center of a moonlit clearing. The wolf bursts out from the shadows, gripped by ferocious rage. There's no place left to hide, little piggy. You're mine now, all mine. Baring his fangs, the wolf pounces into the air with tremendous force. The sound of thunder roars loudly from across the clearing. Crows scatter into the night air, and the dark wood falls silent. Blinking in disbelief, the wolf staggers to a stop. He glances down at his chest, where a crimson spot blossoms out onto his vest. The huntsman reveals himself from the bushes, holding his smoking weapon anxiously. You shot me. The beast crashes to the ground, exhaling his final breath. His glassy eyes transfix on the full moon high above. Hesitantly, the huntsman boggles at the wolf before a triumphant grin crosses his face. I did it! Actually did it! I defeated the wolf! Don't forget that you had some help, kid. This villain won't hunt any longer, and that's what really matters. As the huntsman strikes a courageous pose atop his trophy, something pearly white falls from the wolf's mouth. A nice little tooth. You pick up a glistening fang, broken by the wolf's fall. From deep inside the bloodied tooth, you can faintly hear the whimpering of a dog. The soul of the wolf. That's right, we got him. Yeah, a hero. He even got a little triumphant horn sound he's making. Alright. Let's go to the fields next. I'm wondering if we're gonna beat the game today. BT dubs. It's Abby's favorite little critters. These little pumpkin guys. G'day to you. Yep, angry turkey, angry turkey. Just like in real life. Alright. Who needs a chat? Do you need a chat again? No? Oh, where is the NPC? Maybe the apiary? Ah, she's still in a state. Moo. Moo moo. Am I just blind? Oh, okay. I am just blind. Just a little blind. Didn't zoom out enough. My glasses didn't help me. Oh there, ma'am. Hope you don't have business that way. The mill's in a spot of trouble. The mill, you say? Aye, so I do. I was just about to drop off my wheat to the nice couple that works there. But when I heard the ruckus, I thought it best to wait here. What ruckus? Are they beset by bandits? Worse, a businessman. Uh-oh, he wants their land. The hawk is the land baron that owns most of the property around these parts. I saw him banging on the mill's door with a greedy look in his eye. Trust me, it's best to lay low until the storm blows over unless you want to end up penniless. Tisk, I have little use for coin. Therefore nothing to lose. Perhaps I ought to see what the fuss is about. We found it. Isn't he fancy looking? Wait. He has 4 pairs of feet. By decree of the local bylaw, you must come out. Any who interfere with eviction of this property will face full legal consequences for obstruction of justice. As the stately tycoon hammers on the mill door, a pair of shaking voices call out from the nearby window. Please, Master Hawk, we just need a little more time. You've had ample opportunity to renegotiate our contract at the Civic Hall. This is no time for excuses. Now open this door at once. Pah! More miserable contracts. Drop the pretense, Hawk. You're nothing more than a crook in fancy clothes. Excuse me, but this business does not concern you, madam. Take your snide remarks and be off. I'll determine what business earns my concern. Thank you very much. I'd like to hear the other side of the story for myself. Well, if they insist on remaining locked inside, then I shall depart. But if I do not receive my payment at the bank soon, even a locked door won't stand in my way. The hawk steps smartly around you and off down the road back to the village, leaving a trail of dust in his wake. These poor millers are still too shaken up to come out. I'll have to get in round the back somehow. We gotta break into the mill. Granny the criminal. Wow, Granny. crunch will be over soon. How did you get in here? Did the hawk send you? We don't have anything left to give, we swear. Relax. I'm no thug. It seems like you two are caught between a rock and a bureaucrat. Just how did you get into such a pickle? What's to tell? The hawk is our landlord and we work this mill for him. We've always been on time with our payments, never missed them once. Hi, Finn Baba. Hello, Baba. Hi. Oh, the water's getting a little low. Is it time for a sippy? But that greedy tyrant has been steadily hiking up the cost. We've barely been able to feed ourselves and pay our dues, but we have always managed to scrape by. Then this last month, he raised the rent again. And worse, someone broke in during the night and cracked our millstone. Oh, that's not good, actually. That's actually quite bad. If we can't grind flour, we'll never be able to get the money. And now he says if we can't pay, he'll evict us. Awfully suspicious that your millstone was damaged right as the rent increased. Almost like he wants to get rid of you. We've explained the situation to him, but that man only has eyes for gold. Not a kernel of kindness resides in his heart. Well, let me take a look at that grinder of yours. A broken mill isn't much good to anyone, regardless of who owns it. Really? You'd do that for us? If the millstone is repaired, we just might be able to make enough flour before the deadline. What do we need? You inspect the granite millstone and run your fingers along the wide crack that has rendered the device dysfunctional. Just as I thought. This appears to have been done on purpose. The heavy stone could be coaxed back together, but it will require strong bonding magic. Oh, snag vine. Oh, I don't have any cobblestone? Interesting. Okay, so we have to go to the swamp. Restorative idol. Got that. Swamp and the village. Need my trowel. 1, 2. Tray. Wait. What's this one? Luckily, snag vines are easily collectible. I think we just snip them. I think we just have to snip them. We don't even have to snip them. Do 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 do. put faces on them. I've been through this zone so many times, and I never noticed they put little faces on these guys. Alright. Should be enough to make a couple of snack mines. Okay, never mind. Back to the swamp. And then we gotta do a thing. Okay. Now we can go back. To the fields of wonder. And then you place the idol atop the old millstone. The vines wind their way neatly into the crack of the millstone, beginning to seal it anew. The cobblestones clunk down on the face of the millstone. My cat heard the chickens in your game, and it interrupted her jump to the window. How is your little thief? Have they started getting comfortable and calming down? Your little garnet? An ominous creaking sound fills the mill as the grindstone begins to shift and warp. Then, with a bang like thunder, the crack on the stone snaps closed. The couple marvel at the millstone, running their hands over the smooth surface. She now sits on laps. That's great. I've never had a female cat, but I have heard that female cats don't usually like to be physical, supposedly. I am glad that has been debunked. It's been fixed! It's been fixed! The stone should be more durable than ever. I dare say it might even hold up to any future attempts of sabotage. Oh my, what a wonder! If it's all the same to you, we need to get our grain processed right away. Oh, Finn is in his tree. The hawk has no patience when it comes to money. Oh, really? I've only had female cats and they're usually all over everyone? Well, that sounds like YouTube lied to me. I've always felt like every animal is an individual. And while some breeds have certain traits, that being physical and wanting like cuddles and stuff is something that, like, depends on your relationship with that animal. But I've also only had boys. All of my pets have been boys. That's fair. I think I'm trying to remember if when Rex's dad had cats, there were 2 females and 1 boy, and I think the boy was the only one that ever wanted to cuddle with us. So I think that just further cemented that idea in my head. I ought to talk some sense in that penny pinching buzzard. If I go now, I'm sure I'll intercept him at his office. Sweet. Let's go beat him up. Chimkin. My brother's boy cat is obsessed with attention, and his girls are not. They're more shy. The girls, one of them was a stray that they saved off the street, and she just never warmed up to anybody except for Rex's stepmom. And even then, she was very, very skittish. But yeah, that's been my experiences. Boys being boys and wanting to snuggle up me. You conniving knave! I know you sabotaged those poor Miller's grindstone. So what if I did? The property value has gone up and they can't afford the rent. It's up to me to find someone else who can. Fa! People like you will never be satisfied. You'll always want more and more. Tell me, Master Hawk, what in this world would sate your hunger for gold? Simple. The rumpling would. The welly? The rumpling. A precocious fey alchemist. They say he's in possession of an alchemist's stone that can turn whatever it touches into gold. If the legends are to be believed, the one to catch the rumpling would be paid his weight in gold. Then why not put your mind to catching the rumpling instead of harassing your poor tenants? Oh, believe me, I've tried, but he's a crafty fellow. I've only ever gotten my hands on a single clue, and I've got that locked up tight in my vault. Seems like you're robbing the world of an opportunity. Just because you can't find this rumpling fellow, no one else can? You eye the nearby bank vault suspiciously. The single guard looks simple enough to bypass. Like, now we're also a bank robber. Glamour. I knew we would need another frickin' mimic toe. Meow. We are about to have an ad. I'm going to take this moment to burp. That's enough. Okay. I have a lava burrito. Which will be, this will probably be my lunch and dinner. If, maybe. We'll see. Maybe it won't be that filling. But it's got beef, a tortilla, cheese, and rice in it. So I'm expecting it to be very filling. They're trying to go to the bank. They can't get in. They put their money in and they can't get it back out. We need to wait for that to cool down. Okay. What did I need? Where did I say I needed to go? Oh, I need to go attack a mimic. Let's go attack a mimic. Yep, don't think about the fact that we got a toe. We have only 4 spells left. Okay. A rumpling. Sounds delicious. It is very good. It's heavily spiced. So the recipe I got off, Rec got off of Instagram, and it has, like, don't add your own seasoning to my burrito. It has like a 1/4 cup of just chili powder, and then cumin, and then ancho chili powder, and I think that's it for seasoning. There's no salt, there's no pepper, but to be fair, I don't think it really needs that much salt. It's a little spicy for me because I'm a sad Latina girl who has white girl taste buds. Do you want to lay down? Do you want to snuggle? Could we be best friends? While the guard is busy picking his fingernails, you quaff the fruity-tasting elixir. Its masking effects tickle the tips of your toes with a tingling sensation. While you don't feel any different on the inside, you know your outward appearance has changed when the guard glances up at you. Oh, hey, Leonard. Is it time for my shift change already? Ah, yes. I'm here to relieve you. You better go and get some shut-eye while you still can. You don't gotta tell me twice. I feel like I've been on my feet all day long. Don't worry. I'll keep this vault nice and secure. You can count on me. Yeah, sure. Just keep your back straight. The hawk's in a foul mood today, for some reason. The guard stretches his shoulders and walks away, leaving you all alone with the bank vault. You find the hawk's treasure map framed with pride, of course. It's little more than a tattered corner of a larger whole. No wonder the hawk didn't get very far. This is barely a scrap. Squinting at the half-torn line work, you can make out the cartographer's description of giant dragon bones with a red X marking the spot. That carcass looks awfully familiar. I wonder if it's the same one that is rotting out in the swamp. I guess the hawk never had much reason to go searching there. Not many real estate investment opportunities. Pay no mind to my little chicken feet. Pitty-patting around. Still lava. Every time I have to pass by these sheep, they make me so happy. To the swamp. I'll have to get rid of these old bones. Okay. Acidic. Okay, this is easy to solve. The flop-flop sounds that they make is amusing as well. We're going on a treasure hunt, the treasure hunt, the treasure hunt. We're going on a treasure hunt for something the hawk wants. No more bones! The beast's rock-like remains dissolve into a disgusting white goo, leaving behind a conspicuous hidey hole. You reach your hand into the hole and pull out a single copper coin encrusted with grime. After scraping away the muck on the coin, you can barely make out a motto etched into the metal surface. To summon the alchemist to thee, at the Fey Ring you must pay the required fee. Fey Ring? I wonder if it's referring to that overgrown mushroom patch in the forest. Ah, this is gonna have us go all over the place. Still too hot. My husband would be okay with being turned into a zombie. Yeti's making biscuits. Floral wreath. Oh, that should be easy. Maybe. I need moo juice and eggs. Back to the fields we go. Moo juice, moo juice, moo juice. Come here, cow. I think I only need 2. One egg. Ha ha ha. 2 eggs. Ha ha ha. 3 eggs. Kinetic putty. Congratulations. You've earned yourself a band. Boop. Is the rumpling even real, though? I'm a skeptic. Oh, forced. I think I can do a bite. Yep. It's lava. Oh, the little boy that was here is gone. That's interesting. Oh. The heck are you? Did I mess up? Don't tell me I have to craft it again. Oh. I just didn't see the thing that dropped. Oh, you gave me biscuits and then you go to your own bed? Okay. Sure. What's this? That worthless coin said this would summon the rumpling, not some flowery deer. You take a closer look at the discarded floral branch. Antler? Branchler? One of the growing buds looks larger than the rest, and it twitches when you poke it. Oh, hello there. Looks like this sprout needs some fresh fairy water. There's no water at this fairy circle, but surely there are others about. I better go plant this thirsty fellow and see what happens. To the fields again. Man, I chased that deer like life depended on it. Where is... Ah, there it is. Kind of where I suspected it would be. Oh, I didn't put it in my pocket. This looks like just the place. You stick the budding branchler into the fertile soil of the fairy circle. The suspicious flower bud wiggles with glee, drinking up the magical pond of water. After a few minutes, nothing else happens. Come on, come on. I don't have time to watch flowers grow. Maybe I can speed things along a bit. A little pick-me-up should be all that's needed here. Alright, so we need to make another growth potion. Moo juice again. Some moo juice. Gobble, 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 gobble. Thank you for your juice. You got some blanket between your toes, silly boy. Oh. You trip the invigorating fertilizer on the stumpy branch and it shakes with energy. The ground trembles as roots rip out from under your feet. A treehouse. You find yourself looking up at an odd little house that has grown out of a flower bud. An even odder little man sits on the porch glaring at you. Oh, will you just leave me be? I don't know how you managed to track me down, but please just go away. Hold on now. You've led me on quite the merry goose chase. You are the Rumpling, are you not? Oh my god. The spice is getting me. He sighs and cleans a smudge off his spectacles. Congratulations, you caught me. The story is true then. I've caught you, and now you must grant me my weight in gold. Curse that stupid legend. Look, sorry you came all this way, but I don't do that stuff no more. I'm retired. These days I'm more into woodworking. Wouldn't you rather have a cute little birdhouse instead? I know a magical contract when I hear one. I found you fair and square, so cough up the gold, shorty. Ha! Too bad. I threw my alchemist stone into a bottomless lake. Without that stone to make gold, I'm as poor as a pauper. Why would you do that? Why'd you think? Because villains like you kept on trying to shake me down for money. All that rotten stone ever did was bring me misery. Well, I'm not leaving empty-handed. You created the alchemist stone in the first place. You must know how to make another. He blinks at you with his magnified eyes. You want an alchemist stone of your own? Well, okay. It's your funeral, lady. I've still got the distilling equipment in my workshop. Just bring me these ingredients to make a new alchemist stone. A golden egg. Alright, we gotta catch another snow fox. Which means... let's go see what that goose needs. Ooh, it's spicy. Oh, so spicy. No way I'm not gonna be hydrated today. Oh, wait, I think the goose was in the market. Oops. This way. What does an angry goose need? Do not be so angry. What does an angry goose need? So mad. Glitter bomb. That's it? I got one. I got those. You'll never catch me. Alright, let's go to the winter zone. Or the mountains. I think I need to get a little... yeah, one of you. Snow snare. Thank you for your sacrifice, sacrifice. Oh, I gotta go get seashells too. Gosh darn. Okay. What you doing, Finn? What you doing, Finn? You after my food? You can't handle my food. Alright, now we need to go to the sea, but first we gotta unfortunately make another trip to the graveyard. Dig up some bones. Okay, now we can go to the docks and get some shells, hopefully. Nope, that's the wrong way. Lo siento. It's the wrong way. Ha 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 ha. I feel so unloved today. The boys don't want to snuggle with me. I took a shower and everything. Maybe they think I smell funny. Okay. We were at the fields. Right? Yeah. I'm gonna guess that we're gonna turn the hawk into a gold statue. The Rumpling's eyes light up at the sight of the alloy. He rubs his fingers together in anticipation. The Rumpling looks away from the newt spine, gesturing vaguely at the ground beside him. You lay it nearby. You pass the golden egg into the hands of the Rumpling, who receives it tentatively, as if it could hatch at any moment. Collecting all the components into his arms, the Rumpling disappears into his little treehouse. You can't tell exactly what he's doing inside, but the sounds and smells emanating from the chimney make you think it's better left unknown. He emerges sometime later, with singed eyebrows and foggy glasses. Eureka! I've done it! He holds out a glowing emerald with a pair of iron tongs. Here! Go ahead. It's yours. You praise the glittering jewel. It's abnormally heavy in your hands. Very pretty. The little man's giggling abruptly stops and his face falters with disbelief. Oh. What's the matter? You seem disappointed. Oh, it's nothing. This is just not what I was expecting is all. He strokes his beard thoughtfully. I guess I should have told you earlier, but there's a slight, curse to the stone. It can only be touched by one whose heart is free of avarice. How convenient of you to leave that part out. Since you went to all the trouble of tracking me down, I just assumed you were in it for the gold. Oh my, no. I don't care much for the wretched stuff. This gold is meant for someone else. Well, I gave you what you asked for. Our deal is done. Now leave me in peace. Alright. Alright. No need to be rude. I've got to bring this stone back to the millers. I didn't expect us to... Oh, wrong way. Return to the millers. Sir, do you know your pumpkins come alive? Was the mill running? It doesn't look like it. You're back. The Hawk will return with his goons any minute now. Don't worry. I've got a solution to your monetary problems right here. You hold up the alchemist stone proudly. Oh, that's a very fine jewel. But I don't think it will be nearly enough to satisfy the Hawk. Just stand back and watch. All this grain is just waiting to be spun into gold. On the mill's grain. You place the stone into a barrel of grain, and it melts through the kernels like butter. The barrel bursts under the weight of glittering golden coins spilling out onto the floor. Wow, it's a miracle. You touch the alchemist stone to a bushel of straw, and it instantly transforms into a mound of sparkling riches. This is like Rumpelstiltskin? I should have known from the rumpling. Amazing! I can't believe my eyes. You roll the alchemist stone into a bag of flour, and mountains of gold dust rip through the canvas sack. How is this possible? I've never seen so much gold in my life. Before the millers can so much as count a single coin, the door crashes open. The Hawk strides into the mill, flanked by a pair of guards, cracking their knuckles. Time's up, where's my money? Yeah, pay up, squirts. Master, Hawk, not to worry, we've got your payment right here. His eyes open wide at the sight of the piles of gold strewn about the mill. What? But how? Never you mind how, this should be more than enough to cover the costs of the miller's debts and the deed to the property. I don't understand. Unless... No, it can't be. He points a hooked talon at you accusingly. You're the Rumpling. There's no other explanation. Yes, I'm the Rumpling now. Guards, seize her. The two goons leap forward and grab you roughly by the arms. You're making a terrible mistake. Just take your money and leave these good people in peace. Don't play smart with me, imp. I know how the legend goes. I've caught you, and now you must give me my weight in gold. Ha ha, I'm rich. I'll lock you up and squeeze you for every penny you've got. I'll be the wealthiest hawk in the entire kingdom. No, the entire world. Now, pay out my first installment, Rumpling. He outstretches his hand towards you greedily. As you wish. Yep. And then... He was a gold statue. No sooner does the cold stone touch the hawk's skin than a brilliant flash of yellow light engulfs the mill. When the light fades, the hawk stands before you, transmuted into a solid gold statue. What magic is this? Horrified, the two soldiers beat a hasty retreat through the door. What happened? Is he okay? You tuck the stone safely back into your satchel and give the hawk statue a pat. I think this should set you up nicely. Just don't go spending it all in one place. Thank you. How could we ever make this up to you? Live a rich and full life. That ought to be enough for anyone. You notice a stray feather glinting on the ground. The soul of the hawk. You pluck the golden feather and run your fingers along the gleaming barbels. It makes a sound like coins falling into a wishing well. The soul of the hawk. This is my payment. Can it even say anything? Worth his weight in gold. That's funny. We did it. We turned him into a statue. And now we have just the stag left. Yeah, you're already snoring. You just fell asleep. The mountain. Alright. Stay back, spirit. I have nothing you want. Tisk, keep your wits about you, boy. I'm just an old woman. Oh, so you are. My apologies. One can never be too careful traveling about the mountainside. Plenty of tricksters like to disguise themselves and play pranks on me. I meant no disrespect. None taken. What are you doing out in the cold anyway? I've come to collect ice berries for my brother's coronation. He's going to be crowned king for the whole realm today. King? According to who? Well, according to him, I suppose. He is the eldest after all. He says it's his destiny. Some days, I'm not so sure though. I feel like I should be doing more than just tending to the castle's gardens. So he gets to be king and you get to pick berries till your fingers fall off. It's not so bad. I like the crisp air and fresh snow. There's something magical about the wilderness. Ah, but let's 𝕜𝕚𝕦𝕐 on. I still need to collect the ice berries for my brother. My brother requested. He's very particular when it comes to, well, anything really. A job shared is done twice as quickly. Let me help you before the frost bites. Why, thank you. I'm getting a bit chilly. I only need a few more ice berries. How many berries do you need? 10. Berries. Little blue bushes. Little blue bushes. What's that? Trapper camp. Up on the slopes of the mountain, you spot a camp of dangerous-looking fur trappers sharpening the spears. No need to bother them just yet. Oh, okay. These bushes are being very picky. So stingy. Oh, this one gave me 3. The little squish sounds that the newts make as they walk on the ground is cute. And I guess that's the way to town. Any luck finding those ice berries? Ah, just look at the wonderful bounty you've gathered. He gladly takes the berries from you and places them in his pack. It was no problem at all. The stroll through the brisk air was quite refreshing. If only my brother cared as much for the beauty of this place. He's always been content staying amidst the nobles of his court. I should like to meet this brother of yours. He sounds like quite the ruler. Well, why didn't you say so? I'd be happy to invite you into the castle. The buck slips his arm out towards you in a gentlemanly fashion. You take it with your gnarled claws and nod. Oh, we have claws. Let's be off then, shall we? The prince isn't accepting peasant complaints. Scat, you old crow. How dare you speak to my guest with that tone? Apologies, sir. I didn't know she was your guest. Don't apologize to me. I'm not the one you disrespected. Right. I'm sorry, miss. What I meant to say was, welcome to the court of the magnificent and benevolent stag. Louder and with more pomp, please. I hereby welcome thee, lady of the swamp. Lady of the swamp, to celebrate with us on this most auspicious day, the bequeathing of the kingdom to he whose antlers reach the hithermost clouds and shine with justice, and that will do just fine. Carry on your guarding. Right. The buck turns to you and nods to his pack. I've got to prepare these berries for the ceremony and do some final pruning in the 𝕤𝕚𝕤𝕔. I'll meet you inside. Alright. I'm kind of glad that we saved this for last. That buck is ridiculously pretty. How dare they be so pretty? Sitting upon a lofty throne, the prince looms over his court of nobles. Not too many tiny cakes. They can't outnumber the tarts. And where is my useless brother with those berries? Everything must be perfect for my coronation. I think I saw him slink off to the garden, sire. No doubt shirking his royal duties once again. Ingrate! I do ever so much for that little rascal, and he doesn't even bother to show me the respect I deserve. I should have had him exiled long ago, if only he weren't my brother. Scoff. A fantastic idea, your grace. He will be shown the door as soon as the ceremony is concluded, I assure you. Ha! My days of sharing the throne with that dandelion are almost over. It is best he lives out his days on the mountain. Lord knows it's where he belongs. The stag's eyes narrow suspiciously at a cluster of nobles. Speaking of my brother, have you three taken care of the statue in the 𝕤𝕗𝕚𝕐? Oh, yes, your majesty. Just as you requested. Don't you worry yourself, my lord. Uh-oh. The nobles exchange hurried whispers, but you can't hear them clearly. I wonder what all the fuss has to do with a measly statue. Something doesn't feel right. Perhaps I ought to take a look at it myself. I'ma guess he's not actually supposed to be the heir to the throne. Ah, yes, thank you for ingredients. Find the statue. Oh. Don't mind me just taking care of some last minute pruning. Is this it? Nope. Is this it? At the foot of the marble statue is a cracked, weather-beaten plaque. You wipe snow from the engraved slab and find that large chunks have been hewn away from it. Only a few words are still legible. Stag. Rightful heir and ruler. Revealed. The choice of words is quite convenient for our royal aspirant. I wonder what the rest of the story has to say about that. You pick a tuft of colorful fur caught on the statue's raised hoof. It looks to be from a very expensive piece of clothing. The nobles of the court seem to have nothing but time on their hands. Perhaps some of them know the secrets of the statue. Interrogate the nobles. Truth serum. Well then. Let us not... Oh, what's this? A crow's foot? That means we need more of these. We need 3, probably. The mountain. To the fields. To the fields we go. To the fields. To the fields we go. Pretty sure I don't actually have to go that far. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Follow the road. It's not a yellow brick road, but it's a road with stones on it. You stick your syringe into a plump macaron and offer it up to the nearest nobleman on a platter. He pops it into his mouth without even looking at you. The broken plaque in the 𝕤𝕚𝕦𝕥𝕚, would you happen to know anything about it? The noble's eyes flutter and they speak as if conversing with themselves. Can you believe the audacity of the stag? Thank you for the follow. It's Bernice. Welcome to the biscuit factory. It is going well. He broke it. He should have been the one disposing the pieces. Well, I couldn't be bothered to do such menial labor. Can you imagine? So anyways, I just tossed my piece into the southeast corner of the maze. Next time he should get some of the servants to do his dirty work. You snap your fingers at the noble. They sneer at you for a moment before returning to their wine as if nothing had happened. My stream is going well, thank you. You slather a cracker with liver pate and drizzle some scintillating serum over top. Soon enough, a nobleman licks his lips and indulges himself. What do you know about the statue in the hedge maze? The nobleman scratches his chin absent-mindedly. Oh, you mean the one the snag smashed up? I'm not really supposed to talk about it, but he told me to get rid of some chunks of marble. Terribly heavy thing. Anyway, I just left it behind one of the wood benches in the maze. Did he really expect me to lug it all the way out of the castle? You snap your fingers and the noble immediately goes back to snacking as if nothing had happened. Do I stream on any other platforms? I do. A noble woman snaps her fingers at you as you pass by. You there, freshen up my wine. Oh, we're gonna freshen it. Nodding politely, you dip your syringe into her glass and squeeze out a good amount of purple liquid. She sips it with her nose high in the air. There's a broken plaque in the hedge maze. What do you know about it? The plaque? It's the last time I help out the stag. I'll tell you that much. I'll follow your accounts later. I appreciate that, but it is not like mandatory or anything. He was whining about a prophecy or some such nonsense. Told me to get rid of a piece of the plaque for him. I tore my finest winter muff trying to get into grips with the damnable thing, so I left it under the big tree in the middle of the hedge maze. You snap your fingers and the noble woman makes a disappointed frown. She pulls up her collar in a huff and rejoins the party as if nothing had happened. Bench? Just as described, a piece of the plaque seems to have been kicked under the bench and forgotten. I do not, but I do have a streaming schedule. Buried beneath a heaping of snow, you finally manage to find a hunk of stone. Tree at the center. Wedged underneath the tree's forking roots lies a jagged piece of stone. We are about to have ads. That looks like the last piece of the plaque. I'll have to reassemble them at the stag statue if I want to make sense of this. Oops. What do I think about this game? I think that this game is quite cozy for the most part. I think it handles some themes very well and with respect. But overall, I'm enjoying this game. Hello, my baby. Hello. Are you ready to be awake? You're purring. Where are you going? I really love the art for this game, in particular. The art and the music for this is top-notch. Are you familiar with Wytchwood? Or you never played it before? This is Yeti. He is one of my co-hosts. This is my Yeti. He's my little baby. What kind of games do you play? Where are you going? You keep reaching for the back of the chair. You know I have to sit up, right? The nobles of the corpse seem to have nothing but time on their hands. Okay. You snap the broken chunks of marble back into place. Despite some marring on the surface, you can read the plaque quite clearly. The Buck and the Stag, a tale of two princes. Only one destined to be rightful, the heir and ruler. The king will be revealed by the touch of the truest crystal flower. Looks like the stag is trying to cut his dear brother out of his birthright. I wonder what's the business with the crystal flower. The buck knows his way around a garden. Perhaps he'll have some idea. So pretty! Flicking his ears, the young gardener puts his pruning shears down at your approach. Hello again. Lovely day for a walk in the hedge maze. Granted you don't get lost. Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about a crystal flower, would you? Crystal flowers? Why, they're very, very rare. It's said they only grow in a cave at the highest peak of the mountain. According to legend, the truth of one's heart is refracted in the facets of each frosted petal. Why do you ask? No reason. I just thought one might make a nice gift for your brother's big day. Hey, you're right. That's a brilliant idea. What better gift from the quartz gardener than a beautiful crystal flower? Oh, but the trek up the mountain is perilous. I don't know if I have what it takes. Nonsense. I was heading up that way anyways. You just stay close behind. Really? You'd help me? Well, all right. What are we waiting for then? Meet me out by the slopes, and we'll get underway. It seems like a typo. I did hear I asked you what you like to play. We're gonna... I do think we're almost done with this game. It's a good thing I can use my mouse, Yeti. Okay. Zoom out. That's what I thought. Like cozy games like Minecraft, Sims 4, Coral Island, etc. I haven't played the new Sims. But I have played Coral Island, and I did enjoy that. The multiplayer isn't doing so hot. You see the buck hiding behind a bush, anxiously watching something up ahead. I wonder if this is kind of like Bambi. What's the matter? Did you get cold feet already? Are you done? Done snuggling? I am currently playing Power World the thaumaturge, PoE2. And that's it for now on stream. Shh, they'll hear you. Look. Through the pine boughs, you can make out figures moving across the snow. They're covered in warm pelts and carry sharp-looking spears. The royal trappers. They keep my brother's court supplied with furs, but they've been out here for so long they'll hunt anything that moves. It would be a shame if those antlers of yours ended up as someone's trophy. Wait here and let me deal with them. All right, be careful. Touch of cold. Let's go back over here. We're probably gonna need some snowflakes. Yeah, had a feeling about that. I have been streaming for a little over a year. Okay, we gotta go beat up a dryad. I hope this is a one-time use. Ah, that's great. It's not bad, that's for sure. Okay, we need water. We need water and a dryad heart. So, from the forest. Let's go ahead and go to the forest. Done cuddling, booger? Can you come over here? Yeah, come out. Thanks for your heart. The well was over here. Okay. Make that. And then we gotta make this. Well, I don't waste your precious time. I don't think you're wasting my time. It's nice to have conversations with people. And then we gotta go catch 2 of these. So back to the mountain. Need some more snowberries. Some more snowberries to catch these guys. Well, that's very cool. It's a hard industry to be a part of right now. Okay. With that, we should be able to catch 2 of these little guys. Come back. Come back, little guy. Yeah. Thank you for your little snowflake. No, thank you. I appreciate the offer, but I'm not interested right now. Okay, grimoire. Now we can make this. Go to inventory, pop this over here. Hopefully we only needed to make the one. I'm assuming because it's a wand that that's the case. Otherwise this is going to be a real bad time. Oh, look at that! We turned them all into snowman. You glance at the buck hiding safely behind a tree at the far side of the camp, making a raven's call. You signal for him to join you. The buck picks his way through the frozen trappers. Are they going to be okay? Yeah, they're fine. They might catch a case of the sniffles. Nothing a nice warm bowl of soup won't fix. Come along now. We're still a ways away from the mountain peak. I think I know a way up. I'll meet you ahead. Come join me when you're ready. Oh, no little soot guy. No little soot guy. I'm going to say this as kindly as possible. It's Bernice. But I am not interested. I am not looking down on you, or your job, or your hustle, but I do not appreciate the way that you are talking to me. If you ask me again, I will just ban you. And thank you for coming to my stream. I hope you have a good rest of your day. A little e-beep! Unknown weakness. Do you get angry? You do not get angry. Okay. Not angry goats. There are a lot of goats, though. Oh. What are these? Pressure so built up as to penetrate the ancient stone of the mountain. Okay. Before you stands a looming rock face. Not even the most determined climber could hope to scale it. I thought you said you knew a way up to the peak. Well, you see, this is the Great Geyser. When the air is cold enough, the water erupting from it freezes solid. I thought it might give us something to climb up. You look into the dry crater at the bottom of the sheer cliff. I don't see much erupting happening down there. It's been dormant for a few seasons now. I kind of hoped we'd get lucky. I don't trust any luck that I don't make myself. You take a moment to ponder your situation and eye the small geysers nearby, frequently spewing steam up into the frosty air. I suppose these other water spouts all draw from the same underground source. I think you're right. They started popping up shortly after the Great Geyser fell silent. Well, I'd wager if we plug them all up, we'd be able to make the big one blow its top again. Plug them? With what? You turn your attention to the bleeding mountain goats digging for lichen nearby. Lichen? Lichen. Those frosty beasts look to be about the right diameter. Maybe I can coax some of them into position? What? Goat perch. What is a goat perch? Nope. Alright, we're gonna need some more moo juice. How many? 3. What are you doing? Why are you laying right there? You too warm? Did you get hot? And mommy's too warm too? Hmm? I need to make 3 of these. Because we're going to need to make 3 of these, I think. Yeah. And we're going to need a lot more cobblestone. So, time to go home. To the village. What's 8 times 3? 24? 22? I never was good at math. Meow. Meow meow. Da da da. Da da. Da da da. Da. Meow 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 meow. Run away! I don't remember if there are stones here. Nope, there are. Diggy spots. Not quite diggy hole, but a diggy spot. Oh, he no longer has a gold egg. I suppose that shouldn't be surprising that it doesn't respawn. Mad goose. Honk honk. Meow meow meow. Da, 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 da. Do 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 do. Oh, that gave me a snail. That's new. What are we at? 12. Need 10 more. I think. If my math was right, we need 10 more. My math was probably wrong, though. Jingle, 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 jingle. I should probably be counting as I'm stabbing these rocks, but I'm not. Do, 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 do. 23. See if that's enough. Alright, we gotta go get some moo juice. Moo juice. Think we need 3? Thank you for the moo juice. Luckily, we had 3 dragonfly wings. One, 2. Yeah, I knew I needed one more. I knew it in my soul that I was gonna need one more. Where it be? Where it at? Just one more. I think I scared them away. Oh, my bad, sir. Okay, we can make one more. To the mountain again. We're gonna ride a geyser? Question mark? Big old question mark. Yeah. Just a little cold. Can I put it on? Oh, okay. I guess I made too many. Yep, I hate it. Terrible. With the plump bodies of braying goats clogging up the small geysers, the earth beneath your feet begins to grumble. The mountain goats' eyes go wide as the pressure builds beneath them. With no other outlet, the steam rushes towards the only opening left. With a deafening boom, the long dormant geyser erupts, sending a great spear of water high into the air. As the deluge reaches its apex, ice crystals begin to form in the mist, twinkling as they hang in the air. Bit by bit, they begin to build on each other, forming larger and larger crystals until it forms a great column of ice, rising all the way up toward the mountain peak. Ha! I can't believe it worked. Last one to the top is a spotted fawn. These poor goats. You stand at the mountain's peak, buffeted by wind and snow. Now then, where's this crystal cave you spoke of? I'm not sure. I think it should be just up ahead. But in this blizzard, I can hardly see my own nose. The buck jumps behind you, pointing into the frigid fog. Wait, what was that? You squint into the galing winds, unable to see anything but white. Probably just another mountain goat. I wouldn't be so sure. When I was little, my brother told me stories of the snow skin. The Snowkin, who live up here. He said if I ever went up the mountain, the Snowkin would blow a great blizzard down on me. He said they'd turn me around and give me false directions until I got lost and froze solid. Sounds to me like these Snowkin might be some kind of guardian spirits. And if they're aiming to keep people away from something, then surely they'll know where that something is. I have a notion to find our way as they do, but it will take a considerable amount of their essence. That sounds dangerous. I'll just stay put then. I know better than to wander blind in a snowstorm. What are you doing now? What are you doing? Now you gonna make biscuits on my stomach? Chilled mushroom. Oh, melting pot. Oh, I need to go catch some cardinals. Darn. Can I catch cardinals here? Or is the snow gonna be too much? Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Let's see if we can get away with only using one. Ow. Aww. Okay. We have to make more than one. So we need to make one of these. And then we can get away with not having more chili peppers, but we do need more of these. I need more reed, I think. Oh, nope. Barely gonna have enough. Alright. Look, see how the snow swirls in strange directions? Maybe the Snowkin know the path. You pile the mystical snow at the buck's feet and shield it from the howling winds. The flakes drift in the air like icy glitter. Oh, come on then, I'm getting chilly. You prod the snowdrift with a muttered invocation. Despite the chaotic storm, the snow crystals swirl into an icy ribbon and slowly trace a line up the mountain peak. There it goes. That must be the way to the crystal cave. He takes off after the trail like a shot. You hike up your skirt and do your best to keep up in the dense snow. His face falls as you arrive at another sheer cliff. I don't understand. The snow stops here, but there isn't anything more than rocks. Did the snow again mislead us? Are we lost? I don't want to freeze solid. This is no dead end. Look. You gesture to the cliff where the eddies of swirling snow quickly gather. Within moments, the entire wall of rock is buried under fresh white powder. You reach out a clawed finger and touch the pure snow. It melts away to reveal a glittering opening in the stone. The crystal cave! You did it! Let's go in before we freeze to death. I'm certain the crystal flower must be inside. Oh dear, look at all these flowers. I didn't think there'd be so many. I'm going to pick a whole bouquet. You stop the impetuous youth with a quick tug and mutter beneath your breath. Hold on. The prophecy mentioned the one true crystal flower. These other flowers must be a deception meant to trap foolhardy would-be kings. Prophecy? What are you talking about? I only mean to say that we should find the best single flower for your brother's coronation. Good point. Quality over quantity. Aha! I think I see just the right one over there. It's this one. It's perfect. Just look at the refraction of the petals and the frosting on the leaves. Oh, but I seem to have forgotten my pruning shears back at the castle. Would you do the honors? I don't want to damage it. Oh, these are not very good shears, though. They're kind of old. You snip the brittle stem of the flower, careful not to touch it directly. Prophecies can be nasty stuff to stick your fingers in. The buck holds the flower aloft, inhaling the blossom's magical aura. Wow, smells just like powdered snow on fresh pine trees. The moment is interrupted by the shrill cries of aristocrats, clamoring against each other. I found them. Over here, my lord. Uh-oh. In a rush of colorful fabrics and fancy hats, you find yourself surrounded by nobles. The stag steps out from their midst, looking irate. After everything I've done for you, this is how you repay me, brother. The young prince blinks in confusion. What are you doing here? Have I offended you somehow? Usurper! You thought you could slip off when I wasn't looking and steal the crown from me? You think I don't know about the prophecy of the crystal flower? Why does everyone keep talking about a prophecy? I picked this flower as a gift for you, brother. Fool! Only the king can choose the true crystal flower, and you are not the king. The stag reaches down at his feet and plucks the closest flower. See, only I can. The stag never finishes his sentence, his defiant pose forever imprisoned inside solid ice. Oh, my brother, what have you done? You give the mystified buck a reassuring pat on the back as the nobles gather close. The true king has been revealed indeed. King? You mean me? You are the prince after all, and I suppose that prophecy was pretty clear. Magic flowers are seldom wrong about this sort of thing. And if you tend to your kingdom with the same care you tend to your garden, you'll do just fine. The ring of nobles crowd around the buck. You know, I never cared much for that stag myself. I think a new ruler will shake things up a bit. You excuse yourself as they bow and praise the confused lad. Long live the king. Passing the frozen stag, your eye catches on something sticking out of the permafrost. You reach down and pick out a shard of translucent ice, careful not to cut yourself on the sharp edges. Despite the warmth of your palm, it does not melt. The soul of the stag. Alright. We should be... This is the last batch. The souls of the stag, hawk, hogs, and wolf rattle inside your pack like angry insects. That's the last of these villains. Now it's time to put an end to this wretched business with the goat. I don't know if this is the end, but... Time to go home? Yes. Okay. what's in store for us now. So my guess is that we are the young lady. That's why we don't really have a actual body. At least this doesn't really seem like a body. The goat paws the floor with a cloven hoof. You've returned. I was beginning to grow impatient. I would have thought patience to be one of your strong suits, but don't fret, I have brought you the last of your souls. Delicious, are they not? You know what to do. Shimmering sensations of the hawk wash over you, the nib of a quill scratching on parchment, coins clinking, the sharp snap of a closing padlock. Ugh. Your eyes water at the smell of the hogs, grunting swine and buzzing flies. A cleaver falls onto a wooden block. Blood, bone, meat. A chill runs through your fingers as the stag sockets into the wall. Condescending laughter, schemes in the snow, pride, arrogance, hubris. Your mind sinks into shadow in the presence of the wolf. Soft footfalls padding through dried leaves, hot breath, big eyes, sharp teeth. The collected souls vibrate with incandescent intensity. They seem to melt into their recesses, boiling away into tiny pinpricks of starlight. Soon nothing remains of them except 12 smoldering scorch marks on the stone wall. Ah, well done. That's that. Our contract is fulfilled. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Hang on, what about your end of the deal? You said you would return my memories to me. Did I? Well, perhaps I misspoke. You never really had any to begin with, my dear. What are you talking about? I just don't remember them. I woke up and met me. Yes, that sounds about right for your very first memory. What? But you told me that I brought the sleeping maiden to you. That I asked you to save her soul. Oh, what I meant to say is that she came to me. She asked me to save her own soul, but it's so very easy to get confused. You, her, really, what's the difference? Dawning realization creeps over you like ice water. Her life was cut short, whether by the wolf's fangs, or the hog's cleaver, or under the weight of a dozen other wrongs, I do not know. But in desperation she called out to me, so we struck a deal. I would save her soul in exchange for theirs, 1 for 12. But it's not like I could let her go and collect them herself. She needed to stay here, you see, as insurance. So what then? You created me, is that it? To collect those souls on her behalf? Well, I should say that she created you, snipped off a piece of herself to do it. It was all worked out in the contract, of course. And now that contract is fulfilled. Panned out nicely for everyone, I'd say. So if you, by which I mean she, ever need to get out of another bind, don't hesitate to give me a shout. Ta-ta for now! The room fills with a flash of blinding light. You blink and the goat is gone, leaving only a goat-shaped hole in the world. Yep. Slowly you turn to face the sleeping maiden. You feel sluggish and heavy. You take a strained step toward the gilded coffin. Your legs snap like dry twigs and you crumple to the floor. The cauldron is the last to fall. It resounds with a hollow clang as it bounces off the ground. I knew it! I called the plot twist. Is this us? You slowly open your eyes and see the vaulted ceiling of the hall. You raise your hand to touch the clear crystal surface of the gilded casket. The glass lid slides open effortlessly and you swing your legs to sit up. The marble floor is smooth and cold under your bare feet. You stoop down to pick up the familiar metal cauldron. Slowly, memories come back at its touch. We're not a granny anymore. We're a hot young maiden. Thank you for playing Wytchwood. We did it. We beat the game. Would it be weird if we find another game that starts with a W to play on Wednesdays? What do I have in my incompletes? Do I have other W games? Oh, we have some W games. Not a lot, but we do have some. Well, that was a cute game. Very cute game. So, since we have finished that, we are going to call it here for the stream. That'll wrap it up nicely for YouTube. So, I'm going to find someone for us to raid on Twitch. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Let's raid. Oh, she's not streaming yet. She hasn't been activated yet. I'm gonna have us raid Splatoon noodles. However that's pronounced. They're playing the Final Fantasy VII remake. Um, so I will raid and run for them. But that's who we're going to raid today. They are a VTuber. So if that's not your thing, toodaloo, I guess. Um, on that note, just a small reminder of the announcement that I made at the beginning of the stream, sort of. Next month, I will be changing the sub goal so that we can do a stream remodel. I already have things picked out. Um, for more details, I will put out an announcement next week on what I'm getting. Um, in case you don't you, you only tuned in now and you don't remember what I said at the beginning because that was like more than 2 hours ago. Thank you for joining us today. I'm so happy you could stop by. Um, if you enjoyed what you saw here and you would like to see more of our content, um, we have a YouTube where I keep the VODs, as well as you can follow us on X, Blue Sky, or join our Discord server where we uh, try to keep everybody up to date on our news and schedule. Um, with that, I will send y'all on your way. Thank you again. Have a good rest of your day, and we will see you during the next stream. Bye.